City of Harvey City Council is Monday, June 24th, 2024. It's 7:16 p.m. We will now call the roll with all of the council members that are present mark themselves as present. We have a quorum. Next item on the agenda. One more time. We'll have to do it one more time. That was to make sure that you're present. Now we'll have to do it again, please. Here we go. We have a quorum. Next item on the agenda is the invocation to pledge of allegiance. Pastor Harrison, do you so time?
Yes, sir. Father, we thank you tonight. We give you glory. We honor you. Thank you for this opportunity, God. Thank you for your presence. And we pray, God, that you will be in the midst of this meeting. God, allow us to have a unified meeting. God, we ask you to bless the city, bless your residents and each and every person that's in this room. We ask you to have your way. Amen.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we proceed to our aldermen comments, I'd like to make a brief statement. Members of the council, city, Harvey residents, and those present at our meeting today. I would like to address just a few issues, and over the next few months, I want to address more. But the first thing I'd like to talk about today is the issue of decorum and civility in our meetings. The City of Harvey City Council meeting is a meeting designed to handle city business. During the period of approximately 2 weeks, several matters may arise in which the elected officials come together and provide their vote on whether the city should or should not engage in certain actions. In the City of Harvey, council members are provided the agenda at least 1 week in advance of the general meeting. During that week, council members are provided the opportunity to raise questions or concerns regarding agenda items. The council members are to raise such questions with the mayor's office, specifically the mayor. If during the week questions or concerns are not raised or raised and answered, then the council member is not allowed to raise the question on the meeting floor. It is the duty of the council member to read and understand the council packet before the meeting. Once again, the council member has a week prior to the meeting to raise questions. It is not proper for a council member to wait until the meeting to raise the question. Additionally, questions raised during the meeting when they could have been raised during the week are not fair to the chair. The chair, neither should any other member of the body be forced to provide an answer to a question when such question could have been raised, properly considered, and answered during the week prior to the meeting. The chair expedites the meeting and decides all questions of order. In addition to many other responsibilities, the chair preserves civility and decorum. As such, there shall be no booing, hissing, clapping, cheering, shouting, or other forms that represent this type of conduct. This type of conduct may be considered delaying or disruptive to the meeting. Public comment is a very important part of the meeting. However, it must be conducted in a certain manner. Shouting is prohibited. Personal attacks, which may cause disruption, are also prohibited. In general, the chair may correct any conduct which delays or disrupts the meeting. The chair makes the final decision whether conduct delays or is disruptive and out of order. This is not debatable. There may be other ways to deal with the chair's decision. Arguing with the chair is not one of those ways. If the chair determines conduct out of order, then please come to order immediately. If not, then the chair may request or require one to leave the chambers. During public comment, some commenters may choose to offer unsubstantiated or unproven claims or opinions. As part of the meeting, City Council members do not respond to public comment. This does not mean that the commenter's claims or opinions are true. The only thing that it means is that this particular meeting is not the proper venue to address the commenter's claims or opinions. At times, one may feel as if they are not being heard. The real issue may be that the person is attempting to be heard in the wrong venue. Municipalities should strive for expediency, civility, and decorum at all times. All participants in the meeting can assist the meeting by not engaging in disruptive conduct. Thank you. Our next item on the agenda is alderman comments. The chair recognizes, what's the first ward? First ward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It should be public comments before aldermen.
No, ma'am. My apologies. Public comment has been changed to the end of the agenda. Thank you. The chair would recognize the second ward. Please limit your time to 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mayor, and greetings, everyone. According to the Illinois General Assembly, minutes should be posted to the website at least within 10 days after the meeting, and since March the 25th, there have been meeting minutes added to the city website. Can we please get that updated, as many residents have requested to review minutes from the city council meetings? As mentioned earlier, via our chairperson regarding questions regarding the packet. If I send an email and I'm not receiving any rebuttals back, the only thing that I know to do is request it here on the floor. As you mentioned earlier, I wanted to go back to chapter 0208060. This is the municipal code. This is what governs our city. And in that code, it says any request by alderman for information to the mayor's office and city staff is to be provided within 5 business days. Today is day 17, and I haven't received any of the inquiries that I sent. Today, I haven't received any of the financial request inquiries, and you as well know, Finance Chair Rogers, I've CC'd you on the emails, our treasurer, the comptroller, and today I haven't had any response. I can say on the other end, the several requests that I've made via GovPilot, some have been completed, so kudos to that and to the Streets and Sand team who's assisted in getting that completed. But we need that same energy and that holistic approach to how the taxpayers' dollars are being spent. We're the second poorest community across the Southland. It is extremely necessary and pertinent to know how our tax dollars are being spent. I would like you to know that our next ward meeting is Saturday, June the 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Governor State University's Social Justice Initiative Department will be on hand to provide any legal assistance to anyone across the city of Harvey. Our interns will give you a flyer during recess, and you can scan that code to register. We look forward to seeing everyone out next week on Thursday, July 4th for the City of Harvey Parade. What an awesome time for connection, community, camaraderie, and change. And then I want to give a major shout to Miss Bonnie Rattery, West Harvey Dixmoor Public School District 147. I saw a collaborative community effort in an amazing way, so major shout and thank you.
I know. The automatic thing is to do is that, it's understood. But thank you. Chair recognizes the third ward.
Good evening, everyone. I first want to thank our streets and sanitation personnel group, as well as our public service staff, law enforcement, and fire department, because I know that you guys work really hard with so little that you have. Thank you for hanging in there with us, the staff, because I know again, with the competitive pay rates that we have with our surrounding cities, it's kind of hard to stay with us. But I appreciate you all staying with us and hanging in there with us to work with this together. Hopefully, when we get these money from these businesses, we'll be able to improve some of those items that we have as far as barriers with the city. Okay? Residents, don't believe the hype. We are nowhere close to Dalton. We're nothing like that. We don't even operate in that order at all. We are doing everything that we can to bring this city forward. Listen, I have to say this is rather embarrassing for a black community to sit before the media and we be looking like a circus act. It's embarrassing. Because we supposed to be a place like Flossmoor, like the Oklahoma City. So don't believe the hype. You voted for us to do what you needed for us to do for you. And that is not to sit and rally people, well, rally businesses and churches, business who have been owing us for over 5 years. Who are you working for? Are you working for the people or are you working for the businesses? Yeah, we need businesses here. Yes, we do. But there's some that do want to come and spend money and pay their bills. I am one of your yes alderwomen because I'm gonna always say yes to anything that's gonna move the city forward. I'm always gonna say yes to anything that pertains to our residents and bringing our city to being what it needs to be. I'm not going to stand for anything else other than that. I have no hidden agendas. I don't need any, because God sees everything I do. A lot of people know me. A lot of people know that they call me Mother Teresa as a kid because I wasn't going to do anything that's going to get me in jail. I worked too hard. Now, I don't want to be mayor. I'm not going to put someone else to be mayor either. But what I do want you all to know is don't believe it. Stop. If people tell me to stop, tell them to show you receipts. Give it to you and prove it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chair recognizes the fourth ward.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say good evening to everybody and thanks for coming out. I want to wish a happy belated Father's Day to all the number 2 dads out there. We had an event. I want to thank Dr. Keisha McCaskill for throwing an outstanding historic event. It's been over 25 years up at King School. What we call it Cooper Park. I'm sorry. Well, now it's Martin Luther King Park and everything, but it was another historic event, and most of all, it was a crime-free day. So I want to really commend her for having a successful Father's Day picnic. I also would like to commend Ms. Bonnie Rattery for the wonderful job she did on the park at Washington School for this Juneteenth celebration, which seems like it's really starting to catch on, it's really getting bigger and bigger, and once again, another crime-free day. All I want to say is that as an alderman, I like my job, I like what I do, and one thing that stays on my mind that I said, it didn't take one man to build this city, it didn't take one man to tear down this city. And it's not gonna take one man to bring this city back up. It's gonna be a collective effort, and everybody has to feel part of it. And I just wanna be treated and respected as an alderman, and that's it.
Right.
Thank you. The chair recognizes the fifth ward.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right. Just meeting you. I want to thank you all for being here, taking the time out to be here, taking part in the process. I want to thank all of our staff workers, our police department, our street department. I hope I hit all of the fire department. I just want to say that I want to see us conduct business. And I want you all to know that everybody under the sound of my voice, I want to be able to hear you. I want to be able to hear you. And whether you know it or not, a lot of people came to the meeting to actually hear what's going on in the city. And here you are being a person that's yelling in the middle of a movie at the theater. I didn't come for that. I came to watch the movie. There's a proper way to do everything. And I don't see any kids in it. So I expect us to be able to conduct ourselves in a way that is professional, and it's, as my parents would say, not your shoe size, okay? With that being said, I want everybody to keep in mind, there's a couple things. When it's raining continuously for days, please understand the street department is going to be a little bit behind. So be patient, but they're coming. I get a lot of residents that get upset because now the grass, the city, it's supposed to be tall, but they weren't able to cut for 4 days, okay? That throws the whole schedule off. So please be patient, they're coming. Secondly, 4th of July is coming up. Please know the police department will not be able to chase every bang. We know it's happening. So please understand, they're gonna do their best, but once the bang is gone, it's gone. We hear it too. I don't like it, it's annoying, but it's just impossible to catch everybody that's setting off fireworks. So once again, keep that in mind, and maybe talk to your neighbors if you know that they're the ones doing it. I want to see more of that. A lot of people are so afraid to go knock on their neighbor's door and say, hey, can you turn the music down? Hey, can you not set up the fireworks? Especially in the alley, or can you clean it up? I know y'all was in the alley doing this. Instead, you pick up the phone and say, all of this trash all down the alley from them doing the fireworks. Hey, we're not gonna be able to catch it all, guys. So I'm just saying, not that it's not important, but I need you to keep some of these things in perspective, and just be a little bit patient and just know we're coming. Thank you.
Chair recognizes the sixth ward.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. All right, Alderman Rogers brings you greetings, and I'm glad to see such a full house here today, especially so many residents of the Grade 6 Ward. Thank you all so much for coming. First of all, I'd like to pay condolences to one of our residents, Mrs. Kathleen Smiley Tate. She's a big supporter and a great lady, and I would visit her house often, and she would always make me laugh. She was bedridden, but it never dampened her spirit. Her and her family, I'm asking that you pray for them, and her services will be June the 3rd. I'm sorry, she died June the 13th. They haven't set a date yet for her services. Oh wait, June 28th, I'm sorry. All right, and on another note, Mr. Seven and his street department crew, they came through the 6th Ward, showed up and showed out. They came in and they did a wonderful job for us getting a lot of the empty lots done. And I don't know what this blue stuff is that they're spraying, but they spray it on the vacant lots, and it prevents the grass from growing back so fast. I won't say kill the grass, but it prevents it from coming back. I've seen a major increase in the police presence riding up and down the streets. I think that Chief Bivens and his department should be commended for their extra presence. We all know that it's about to get hot, and it's going to be, when it get hot, people have a tendency to get violent and get more violent. There's been a lot of shootings, and we're just going to stay diligent and support our police department. Fire department, I was out yesterday. I seen a big major fire on Dixie. So the fire department, you should be commended as well. Stay safe, guys. You know, with the extreme heat, it's going to be, everything is flammable, highly flammable right now. So I just want to make sure that I mention that fireworks are illegal in the city of Harvey. Okay, so if you're caught throwing firecrackers, okay, the police department will pay you a visit. Mayor, I think you should be commended on your pep talk and your opening statement, because we came here for one reason and one reason only: to take care of business here in the city of Harvey. I mean, emotions run high. Everybody's passionate about a place where they love, okay? But I'm here for the residents. If I pay my taxes and you pay your taxes, you can't operate a business in this city for 20 years and take advantage and not pay your taxes. So that being said, be well. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy Juneteenth and happy 4th of July. And I hope everybody has a safe 4th.
Thank you. Chair recognizes the first word.
Thank you. I'm going to ask a rhetorical question. Who is Frank McCarski, Chuck Gibbons, Joe Whittington, Derek Crudo, Donald Nesbitt, Keith Price? Just to name a few. Who are they?
That's a rhetorical question because we have told them to stay in order, so please.
Okay, so with that being said, they were former aldermen. What are they now? Residents. And that's exactly who are the people sitting here. We are residents. We are your friends, we are your neighbors, we are your acquaintances. And I'll tell you, I was totally appalled last week at the last meeting on the behavior that was exhibited, the outrage. We sit here time after time and we listen to people talk. We listen to their passion. We listen. But yet, when it's our turn to share and do our city business, we're not listening. We're not getting that respect back. We're not the enemy. We are regular residents doing what we can do to help move our city forward. Our police department, they deserve to be respected. Our fire department deserve to be respected. You deserve to be respected. And likewise, we do. I am so amazed that all of us are thinking on the same wavelength. We don't want to argue and yell and scream. We are all adults here. If you see a child in a store throwing a tantrum, 9 out of 10 times, doesn't that parent pick up that child and move on? Yes, they do. But as adults, when we have a tantrum or screaming and yelling and asked to remove, our bodies go limp. The police have to come in and we've seen it, carry the person out. There was no reason why that person couldn't walk out. But instead, screamed, how dare you? How dare you? And that's what I had. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is recess. As I am acting as chair, there is no recess unless there is an objection. Next item after that is recall, as we are already seated. The next item is roll call of council members. and members are already seated. So we will go to number 8 on the agenda, which is approval of minutes dated June 10 to 2024. There's a motion by the second and a second by the third. Is there any debate? Hearing none, you can go ahead and cast your votes. You have 10 seconds to do so. The motion carries. Was there anyone who was not allowed to vote? Okay, then we will go back. Okay, we'll make a manual change. What was your vote? Keith? No? No, that have changed the outcome. The outcome would not have changed. Let the record reflect that Alderman Key was not able to give his vote. His vote would have been no, but the motion would still carry. Next item on the agenda is approval of bills for payment April 22nd, 2024, June 20th, 2024. Would the chair of the Finance Committee want to make a report or recommendation?
Yes, sir, thank you. The bill list for April 22nd, 2024 has already been ratified. We discussed that one at the last meeting 2 weeks ago. So we want to motion to approve that one. The one for June 20th, we have not had a meeting on that one. And hopefully we'll have the meeting before our next meeting for June 20th.
So we have, first motion would be approval of the bills for payment April 22nd, 2024. I have a C, a motion by the third, and a second by the second. Is that correct? Okay, then we already took this might have been moving a little faster than it. Did everybody have an opportunity to vote? Okay, thank you. The motion carries. Now, let's go back to June 20th, 2024, our finance chair. What were you saying?
We want to have that meeting prior to the next meeting.
Okay. So what we will do is we will just delay the vote on that. We won't even bring that up unless there is an objection to doing so. Hearing none, Our next item on the agenda is approval of ordinances and resolutions for the city of Harvey. 10A, old business, none. 10B, 1, new business. It's a motion to approve the purchase and installation of Winstead hardware, the purchase of High Vision hardware and software, and a statement of work by and between CDW Government LLC and City of Harvey. This is for the hardware, software, and installation requirements for a real-time crime center located at 132 East 154th Street, Harvey, Illinois 60426. The chair sees a motion by the third, a second by the first. Is there any debate? Hearing none, you can go ahead and cast your vote. Motion passed. Thank you. The next item is a resolution approving a settlement agreement between the city of Harvey and Eric Boatman and Carol Jarvis in case number 18 CD 4237. This resolution approves payment based on the agreed upon installments. The motion by the sixth, second by the third. Is there any debate? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
And that is resolution 3089.
Next item on the agenda is public comment. Public comment is encouraged and appreciated. This is the only opportunity for the public to address the city council on agenda items and any other city-related business. In order to accomplish all business on the agenda and be respectful of everyone's time, council members will not engage in dialogue with individual members of the audience, and no immediate action will be taken on any public comment issue. Public comment is limited to the first 10 individuals to sign in. This is the first come, first served basis. No speaker may donate his or her time to another speaker. Comments shall be courteous and respectful at all times. No person may use public comment for the purpose of campaign or advertisement. This is not a question and answer time, and council cannot engage in conversation with the public. Questions and concerns about operations should be addressed with city staff during regular business hours. And I would like to reiterate, public comment is a very important part of the meeting. Shouting is prohibited. Personal attacks, which may cause disruption, are also prohibited. Our first commenter today is Chappelle Hooks, followed by Benicia Gonzalez. Please be ready to speak after the person before you has made their comment.
Hello, Harvey. I'm Chappelle Hooks. It's funny you say about personal attacks when just about every alderman said something that was kind of personal people, you know, but okay. So here I go. In 2019, Mayor Clark, you had written up a thing where it says the myth and the fact check and the truth. And it says, on one part it says Clark has a criminal record, and you said Clark has never been charged, prosecuted, or convicted of any criminal activity. Okay, and so you said you can't say this, but I got the facts right here. And some of the stuff, like you said, where changing your name, you've changed your name quite a few times. And your birthday. You said about you changed your name because you didn't, with your mom's approval and all of this, but you used Clarence Clark to do quite a few things in Harvey after this supposed change. You have a lot of DWIs, check writing, things like that. So to say that these are false, no, it's not. It's right here. Also, Talani spoke about her agenda, but you did give to his campaign quite a bit of money, and you got quite a bit of buildings and things like that. So I have a lot of, like I said, I got a lot of this sitting right here, so if anybody wants to see it. I see why probably you won't get any pushback from higher ups because they give it to your campaign. Like Thaddeus Jones, 5,000, which you do work for the city of Calumet City. 5,000, 5,000. You also gave to yourself 3,600. You only gave Rob and Kelly $250? That's crazy. But yeah, so a lot of these things, if y'all want to see, I got right here. So we're not gonna talk about false news or whatever, or fake news, because it's right here. It can be found. I know you had your some of your things sealed, but no, this is not. So, right here.
Thank you. Next is Benicia Gonzalez, followed by Glennis James Watson. Please, once again, be ready to follow the speaker in front of you.
How you guys doing? So I want
Someone double check the microphone to make sure it's working properly.
I don't think it's on. Yeah, just flip the switch. He's got it.
Thank you.
Ah, there we go. That's better.
I did want to say something about, speaking on behalf of the Latino community, and actually the Arabic community as well. I wanted to make a comment with a lot of people that I've been speaking to, most of, on behalf of the Latino community, a lot of us don't speak good English, some not at all. I think something that should be done or be thought about is probably bringing something to where we can bring different, just stop the language barrier and bring different things, maybe to the TV or even translating something somehow, some way. I think a lot of people in a lot more community will come together like that. So I really want to have something going on with that. That would be great. Like I said, a lot of people don't really speak that. Some people that I spoke to that own businesses and different things like that, they say that they would come. Some actually are here now. Thank you for those who's coming, even though he doesn't understand 100% of everything. But I think that's very important, is to bring down that language barrier and bring us together in a way like that too, so we can all understand and be on the same page. For us to all understand what's going on and work together, I would like all of us to understand. I can't, my Spanish isn't perfect either, but I'm trying to do what I can to make sure that the message relates to them too. So if they can understand things the way I understand it, I think that would be a great thing to be thought about. So thank you.
Thank you. Next is Glennis James Watson, followed by Harvey.
Good evening. So I was a little dismayed at the last council meeting, the way things were run with this newfangled system. It didn't seem that things were progressing in the way that they were supposed to. And so I just wanted to quote from Robert's Rules of Order, that to make a motion, it is important to say precisely what the words of the motion are to be. The group votes on exact language. To second the motion, it must be seconded in order for it to be considered by the group. And the chair then is to state the question on the motion, and it is supposed to be stated in the way that it is moved and seconded and repeats the exact words in which the motion is made. And that a lot of times, or most often, does not happen in these meetings. And that is problematic, and this is a perfect example that we just heard you all vote on this CDW thing, which is going to cost us $314,000, and the settlement for this boatman or whomever is going to cost us almost $750,000 when it's all said and done. So those are the types of things that should be stated when the motion is presented for debate and for discussion. And the fact that those kind of particulars are omitted is very disingenuous to be nice about it. That's actually hiding information. That's actually not giving us the information that we need. Because you have just now incriminated, I shouldn't say incriminate, sorry. You have just now obligated the city, which is us, to almost $1 million that we keep saying we don't have. Someone mentioned the workers who haven't gotten their pay raises in years. Could that $1 million have gone to helping them get their pay raise? To put that money into their pocket? Could that $1 million or $750,000 gone into streetlights, paving the city, paving the streets? There's so much more that could have been done with that money. I don't understand if that was a personal thing, if that was personal finances. Anybody looking at that would say that is totally irresponsible. And so, on behalf of myself, I can't state that I speak for the rest of my residents. I think that that's terribly irresponsible to not specifically state when there's dollar amounts to that amount in a city that's fledgling financially. That is just very irresponsible. Thank you.
Thank you. The next comment is Clerk Urban, followed by Ryan and Welsky. Please be prepared to speak.
Hello, everybody. Wow, I'm just kind of stunned at that whole presentation that the mayor and the alderman gave. You forgot one thing: truth and transparency. When you're trying to hustle somebody and shove something down their throat and tell them that this is good for you, and don't question it, and we know what's best for you, that's all bad. So for everything that you said, it means nothing, because you're not getting to the point, to the core of things, of what's going on, okay? We got one alderman complaining about people not paying their taxes, but that particular alderman doesn't have a sticker on her car for the city of Harvey. How could that be? How could that be? And what you all are asking for is not a meeting, but a mandate, and to muzzle the residents of the city of Harvey. If you were doing the right thing, you wouldn't have people up here complaining about how you're running things, from the city attorney, to the mayor, to the alderman, We got a problem. And that thing that you read off, that don't mean nothing. The truth is still gonna come forward. Okay, I'm here to tell you. Because as long as I live in the city of Harvey, that's all I got for you is for the truth. If you're doing the right thing, I'm all with you 100%. If you're doing the wrong thing, we got a problem, and I got to call you out. Now, let's talk about what is the classification of a church. Churches and most religious organizations may be classified as tax-exempt organizations under Internal Revenue Code 501c3. A church is not a business. Okay? Okay? The National Association of Insurance Commissioners provide data and analysts to regulate the industry and the health commissioners to protect consumers. Did you all know that churches have to have insurance? Okay. Religious organizations, examples, churches, shrines, monasteries, synagogues, mosaics, religious, mosques, religious, thank you, temples, all those are considered religious organizations. I was very dismayed when I heard about how that meeting was handled on the 21st, where the pastors weren't able to speak, how they were admonished and told it was their fault, that they were mistreating the mayor, that they wanted to change things to an organization, a certificate or something. But let's get down to it. Do the inspection, but it's just a certificate of inspection of the premises of the property, and that's it, no more. And stop charging people $2,500.
Followed by Janita Stewart. Please, once again, be ready to speak.
Good evening, everybody. During the last city council meeting, I was brutally arrested at Mayor Clark's orders for filming the meeting and peacefully participating as a member of the public, as are my rights under the U.S. Constitution. Let me read you the First Amendment just to refresh everyone's memory. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press, or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. You can still see the marks on my wrists from being cuffed too tightly, not once, but twice, and being manhandled by Harvey police officers, many of whom are not even certified to serve in the positions they occupy. Let me make it clear. Even after being unfairly treated, I'm not against police officers. We have some great ethical officers here in Harvey. But the mayor and the 4 alder yes men knowingly hire officers who were fired from other communities and who have legal violations of their own that should bar them from serving as police here in Harvey. Did you know that? Why? Is it because loyalty to specific leaders matters more than loyalty to the citizens and to the law and to human rights? Now, this is what really worries me. I'll be okay, right? I'm pretty visible. I don't think anybody's going to come and, try to shoot me. You never know, but this is why we're going to continue to speak up. If the mayor and his allies treat me so viciously when cameras are recording, how are they treating the weak and powerless among us? What about when no cameras are rolling? What about the streets at 3 a.m. in a corner of the city when no one's watching? Many residents tell me they don't call Harvey police because they either don't show up or they mistreat them when they do show. That's an insult to all the Harvey cops who give their best and work honorably to serve our city. To all the police out there, including our officers, you took an oath to serve and protect. Does that mean anything to you? Are you more concerned with getting paid by politicians? Do you have a moral code? Do you treat others as you want them to be treated? We demand civilian oversight of our police immediately. We want to see all training records of every officer. We want to see crime stats since 2019. We want to feel safe living in our city. Harvey police are not the personal tool of the mayor and his allies. They should not be used to harass businesses, churches, or residents who follow the law, and we follow the law, and we are peaceful. Harvey police work for us, the taxpayers of Harvey. Don't you dare, mayor and city council, use them as your pawns to intimidate us. We will not be intimidated. During this meeting alone, Mayor Clark and the 4 alder yes-men voted to pay more settlement money that we don't even know about what the settlements are for, and approved more money for another police station when the city doesn't even maintain the 2 it has. And those little 6 substations that are still half built, the mayor lied about that. That was a false campaign promise. They're not community centers, they're police buildings. We demand the Cook County State's Attorney, Illinois Attorney General, and the Cook County Sheriff speak with us citizens immediately to tell us what are they going to do to stop this. We declare we have no confidence in how this police department is being run. We formally request protection for the public at all city council meetings so that our First Amendment rights will be respected. They could send out the Cook County Sheriffs like they did under Kellogg. Send them out again so we can have our rights respected here in Harvey, because we will not give up or give in to this illegal intimidation. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is Janita Stewart, followed by Julian Rucker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Janita Stewart, and I am in the 6th Ward with Alderman Roger as my alderman. I want to say thank to the Mayor Clark, for he, to me, is doing an excellent job, considering what he had to deal with from when he came in. So I just want to say that to Mayor Clark. And to my alderman, I want to thank him, because I can call him whenever I have a problem, which I am a paid tax person in the city, I want to say that, I like saying city of Harvey. Been here over 30-some years, and I am really happy to be a resident here in the city of Harvey. Also, I am an activist. I'm for fairness and justice for all. I'm on several committees. I haven't been active many times in Harvey, the city of Harvey, because I worked in the city of Chicago as a 35-year teacher. And now that I'm retired, I'm trying to devote more time in the city of Harvey. And I've seen my aldermen. I've been here to talk to my mayor. I've been to the office. I just don't understand why we vote people in and don't utilize them. I think all of us as residents of city of Harvey need to talk to your older person and let them know. And then if they don't get things done from being a council member, then I can see us protesting. I was very upset to hear about all of this. And I just think we ought to band together, and if you want me to assist you, I will. But please don't have my co-workers in the city of Chicago calling me, talking about you out there in the city of Harvey. Yes, I live in the city of Harvey, and I'm proud to be here. And I would like you all to know that I'm here to stay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the public comment is Julian Rucker, followed by Bridget and Don DuBose.
Good evening, residents. I have a vested interest in Harvey. First of all, I have property here. I'm a homeowner, along with Riverdale in Dolan. So you must know the headaches that I get. With that being said, it really bothered me what I saw last week because I thought we were moving in the right direction. Just witnessing what I witnessed last week, like I say, it left me in a bad frame of mind. I've sat in Dalton meetings, and that's like a free fall. I have a property in Dalton, so I have to be there. I have to protect my interests and find out what's going on. Same thing with Riverdale. Riverdale has its issues. It's almost like it's a new pandemic. Foolishness, nonsense, and craziness. With that being said, though, Harvey, we got a lot of resources that we don't realize. Out of the 3 cities that I just mentioned, we own along with a rail line, bus lines, truck depot. We got so much to offer, but we like crabs in a barrel trying to bring each other down when we should use the resources that we have. I'm not saying not hold those we elect in office accountable, but I am saying let's look at the bigger picture too. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the public comment is Bridget and Don DuBose, followed by Teresa Reed.
Good evening, councilors and residents of City of Harvey. I am Bridget DuBose. I live at 14325 Wallace Street in Harvey, and I've only been there for 3 years. So I just want to say it's been peaceful for a minute, but there's a lot of areas in there that need attention, like all the abandoned buildings around in the area. I just can't see why it haven't been taken care of all these years. I mean, been up there for like 30 and 40 years, that should have been taken down. and that people that's live next to you, they should be able to take care of their own lawn care. I've been there taking care of the property next to me, trees coming over in my yard, and I shouldn't have to knock that down. He should do that, and he's been there longer than I have. And the streets, like they said, is terrible. Them blocks on between Harvey and Riverdale, I think the mayors should get together and try to do that street better than what they did, because they put the little things there to stop cars from coming through there fast. That ain't helping the issue of the street when it's flooding over there when it rains. And I think it should be taken care of. And that's about it.
Thank you very much. Next is Teresa. Oh, hold on.
One more thing. I got my mortgage today, and my property tax went up $400 more. And I'm trying to figure out why would it go up? And this is just June, and we just paid the taxes in March. And I want to know, where can I go? So I go to you, or I go down to City Hall, not City Hall, to the tax people in Thornton to talk about my taxes.
Thank you. Next is Teresa Reed, followed by Jesse Adams, J&J General Construction, I think that's what it is.
Hi. We all have our own opinion about the administrators that's going on now, but to me personally, I think they're doing a great job now. And my, like she said, the alderman, when you call him, if he don't get back in touch with you, he is gonna call you back, believe that. But like the streets where I stay at, it was like a swimming pool every now and then. But they all got together and they jetted my streets out over there on Parnell every 6 months. So when it rained a couple of days ago, it did not flood. But before that, the streets would look like a swimming pool out there. You just put on your bathing suit, go out there and swim. That's how bad it was. But now, like I said, I think they're doing a great job. But everybody have their own opinion about what's going on in the city of Harvey. And I know I've been here almost 30 years and I've seen a lot of things that went on in the city hall. But now, I said, I'm gonna keep some of the comments to myself. Like everyone should get together, talk to one another, and stop throwing salt on each other. That's how I feel. And thank you.
Thank you. And lastly, we have Jesse Adams, J&J General Construction.
Good evening, Harvey. My name is Jesse Adams. I'm the owner of JTJ General Construction. I am the contractor that's building these community centers. I'm gonna give a little bit about my background. I need this mic. We need to get this. I'm second generation, and I'm the last one out of 14. And I'm a second-time felon. But I don't let that stop me. Regardless, I have 3 construction companies and 1 non-for-profit. And if I was a follower, I wouldn't be standing here right now. People told me not to do business with Harvey and doing everything. Let me tell you something. I thank God that I follow God and not follow men. And that's what's going on. A lot of us is following each other. In community centers, I'm gonna correct you in front of everybody. They're not police stations. Because what we're putting inside is not nowhere fit for a police station. So I'm gonna correct you on that. And the mayor, you gotta realize that if you was picked to lead the all-star team, like the man told Joshua, let me tell you, I'm not against you, I'm not for you, but the ground you walk on is holy. Even Moses had to deal with the children of Israel. That's why it took us so long. And we all their cousins. So I want to let you know, I am very successful. and I'm looking to do more in Harvey as residents and clean up Harvey and what we're doing. I don't know everybody, but the key two players I've been dealing with, that's Lonnie and that's Chief. You got some real go-getters. Now I'm gonna tell you from a regular standpoint, I'm a taxpayer, and the programs I got. I'm finna open up a 50,000 square foot work release center for Illinois Department of Corrections. So I got a background. So, and I got phone calls from what was happening last week. And I think everybody want a microwave. Grandma didn't cook no Thanksgiving dinner in a microwave. Everybody want a microwave. Let's put the microwaves down. The mayor came into something, just like Joshua came into something, leading the people out of Israel. It wasn't going to happen overnight. And he got tired. But that man had to tell him, you keep going, and you keep your head up. And y'all, Harvey is on the move. I see it. And I challenged them. And I got paid. And I want to, and guess what? I want some more work.
Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is the adjournment. Chair entertain motion by the third, second by the first. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, hearing none, we stand adjourned. It's 8:18 p.m. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you for your patience and your time and the forum. May you have a good week. Thank you.